looking at the Dodgers and what free agents they might be interested in. I don't think they're going to be interested in any catchers. I think they're going to bring back Austin Barnes. And if they don't, then maybe Kyle Higgy. He had a good year. Padres might bring him back. They probably will give him a 5-year contract. Travis d'Arnaud has a club option. Let's see. Any of these guys? Sanchez was interesting. Probably wants to play more. Austin Hedges can't hit. None of these really interest me that much. Bring back our own guy is probably the safest thing. First base, we don't need any of these guys. I know some are going to say, we want Justin Turner back. He's a Dodger. No, Justin Turner's not coming back. He can't even play first. He's not. He's going to end up getting probably a minor league contract with some team. I wish he wouldn't do that. I would, yeah. I would retire, but if he really wants to play again, go for it. Maybe he wants that parade. It really sucks that he didn't get one. Wow, Carlos Santana still at a 4.5 WAR. Goldie's available, but we have Freddie. We have options. Max Muncy can play there if Freddie goes down. We don't need any of these players. Homer Flores, I think yeah. Joey Gallo can play outfield, but I don't think we're bringing Joey Gallo back. Nothing really there. Second baseman, I don't think we need one. And Gleyber Torres, that'll be an interesting one. I wonder if they're going to give him a qualifying offer. Former's 34? Oh my gosh. Whit Merrifield's always been interesting. But I don't see a great need. We have right now second base. We have Gavin Lux, Mookie Betts, Tommy Edman, and Chris Taylor, and we also have maybe Kiki Hernandez coming back. Big one here, Willy Adames. This is where things might get interesting, folks. We do know that Andrew Friedman has a history with Willy Adames, and he's tried to trade for him before. If they're going to do it, this is the time, obviously. And Willy Adames brings a lot to the table. He's a really good fielder. Will he be a good fielder in 7 years? Is it worth it? My understanding, he's a good clubhouse guy. So he might really fit in. I don't know. Hassan Kim. He's such an excellent defensive player. It's crazy. Miggy Rowe. Really nice year. I think they should bring him back and start him twice a week. Jose Iglesias, good comeback, dude. Good comeback. Paul DeYoung. Those are both decent players, but they're not Dodgers that I see. DeYoung's fielding wasn't impressive. Ahmad Rosario, we've had him twice. He will not be coming back unless they trade for him and get the trade deadline and not use him in the postseason. Nick Ahmed, he's good for, he needs to play for the Rockies. Then he will complete all 5 teams in the National League West. I liked having him. I thought he was a good player for us for a little. Brandon Crawford, retire. Diaz, Tim Anderson. Everyone wanted Tim Anderson. That was not one. Alex Bregman, no. Nope. And nope. And the rest of these guys, Yohan Moncada was such a hot prospect. They're going to go with Muntz, and then after that, they'll address it. I just don't see them going after Bregman. Left fielders, we've talked about Tyler O'Neill in this channel a bit. He does break a bit. Jurickson Profar, that's a no. That is a non-fit for sure, and I really don't want that guy. Mark Canha, maybe. This depends on what they do with the main man, Teoscar Hernandez. They don't even have him listed as a left fielder. Conforto, Verdugo, no, that won't happen. Tommy Pham, that always comes up. Imagine what he would have done to those fans that if it was him instead of Mookie. Nothing goes, ooh, I must have these players. They're getting older, and they're just, bring in our own guys. Bring in our young guys. Look at this. Kike Hernandez had a WAR of negative 0.4. It obviously doesn't count the playoffs. Manny Margot, old friend, 0.3. So none of these guys excite me at all. We have Outman, Tommy Edman, I guess Pajes in center also. I guess Pilar is going to retire. Good for him. Juan Soto. Woo. I'm guessing the WAR's the last 2 years. I'm guessing. Or whatever. Maybe let me look at that real quick. Here's a position. Yeah. Total for 23-24. Sorry. So Kike just low, but doesn't include the playoffs. Soto is the prime guy. Santander's a guy to look at. Teo, obviously we'd like him back. Max Kepler, he's a lefty. And Jason Hayward, no, we don't need him back. I don't want to fill in with the old guys. Let's give some young guys a chance. And then if you need old guys, you trade for them at the trade deadline, just like they did this year. You give the young guys 3-4 months. And if they can't do it, then you make your moves. So a guy like Hayward, if he were to come back, it would be on July 31st or something like that. DH's Ozuna. If the Braves had any morals, they would not use that club option. They'd let him go. But I don't think they do. Jock Peterson, free agent. JD, 2 Dodgers. McCutcheon will be a Pirate probably. Matt Carpenter, pass. Starting pitchers. Okay, folks, here we go. Corbin Burns. That is a guy that we will be looking at. Garrett Cole will not be a free agent. Blake Snell is definitely high risk, high reward. Kikuchi might have a little bit of gas in that tank. Oh, Michael Waka. I wonder if he stays with them. Freddie Peralta is going to be a Brewer. Max Fried, everyone wants him on the Dodgers. Nate Eovaldi, if he comes a free agent, I'd be interested. I would. But you hold him out till July. Jack Flaherty, I'm very interested. Nick Martinez, for sure interested. He's 34, though. Kyle Gibson, hey, you know what? He's a guy that can throw some innings. I'm interested. Justin Verlander, doubt it. I doubt that. Nick Pivetta, Sean Manaea. I would take him. I think he's interesting. Merrill Kelly's 36. Man. But I think Sean Manaea, though, he needs to get all he can right now. Those mechanics ain't lasting. Nick Pivetta is interesting. Charlie Morton, no, he's too old. We got enough of that. And the Heen Dog, interesting, of course. Kyle Hendricks. Clayton Kershaw is going to be a Dodger for life. Shane Bieber, Max Scherzer, we can get all those guys. Patrick Corbin's a free agent now. They're finally free of him. Jose Quintana, nah. Lorenzen's interesting. Clevenger, Alex Cobb, Lance Lynn, Trevor Williams, Matthew Boyd. There's some guys that are interesting. Matthew Boyd's an interesting guy to me. Severino's an interesting guy to me. Wade Miley, no. Martin Perez, no. Strip, he's 35. Ross Stripling is 35 years old. Wow. Jeez Louise. He needs a couple more years so he can get his 10 years. I really want to see him get his 10 years. Chicken Strip. I'd take him back, but, it's more of a minor league contract or something small. See if he can be a flexible pitcher, given the way the Dodgers are. Some of these other guys, there's some interesting people. John Means, wow. Yeah, he's recovering. Alex Woody. Another guy, maybe is a bullpen piece. Walker Buehler, we want him back with his negative .2 WAR. Tanner Scott is the big prize here. Jeff Hoffman would be a good one. David Robertson, overrated. Aroldis Chapman, I would trade for him. He's a guy you trade for at the trade deadline. Clay Holmes, not too bad. Kenley Jansen, I would take him back. Just he can't be the closer. Chris Martin, 39. Wow. I'd take him back. Again, small. These are all for small things. Dylan Floro. Wow. Kirby Yates would be interesting. Jimmy Yimmy, 34 also. Oh my gosh. Craig Kimbrell. No. Kimbrell's 37 now. Man. Like Trinan's going to be 37. Jeez Louise. There's a lot of stuff here. You go, hey, Ryan Yarbrough. Ryan Yarbrough. Shout out to Ryan Yarbrough. Shout out to him for helping the Dodgers. He gets a ring. That dude filled a lot of gaps there, didn't he? Yeah. The other Will Smith. Let's get them both. That would guarantee a World Series win. Drew Smiley is just interesting. Jesse Chavez. Keep going, my man. Tommy Kahnle. Oh. Man, he lost. He was a losing pitcher in that game. He was also the guy that gave up the tying runs against the Padres. Those earned runs. He's had some bad innings in there. It's usage with him. You got to use him right. Shelby Miller, he was pretty good for us in 2023. Geez, so many names. Tim Hill, that lefty. Weird lefty is interesting. So we'll go through this more with a fine-tooth comb. Man. Giovanni Gallegos. He's that lefty, right? Amir Garrett. I bet the Dodgers could fix that guy. Daniel Bard. What a story. Wandy Peralta can opt out. He's not opting out. He would be a fool to opt out. So that's